scary. Hey guys. Bedtime.
If you're not watching on audio, it's like a literal beam from heaven coming down to suck me up into the above world. What's that mean, by the way?
I'm gonna text him right now. Can you suck me into the above world?
Yeah. Duh. Anyway, so how are you?
Oh, I am so good. I'm so good.
Same here. I'm also
my
so good.
Oh my god, really?
It's crazy.
This is my first time seeing you in...
A year and probably 3 months.
How long has it been? Wow. A long time, huh?
I think I'm missing something. Hey, there's a point here and I've missed it.
There's no point. I'm just looking at this notes app right now.
Yeah, so basically, guys, this time around, I'm on Tinder. This time around, we're doing something.
An episode where we just scroll through Allison's Tinder.
Oh, wait.
We just play audio messages on Hinge.
Okay, for an episode, I am going to go through and screenshot some of the craziest things that men have said to me. Or I'm just going to start entertaining the crazy ones.
Yes. And just see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're not so much going to do themed episodes as we did last time. Maybe sometimes there will be a theme.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of work. And now we're just going to have a shared notes app where throughout the week, if we think of something,
we're going to sprinkle it in there.
We're going to sprinkle it in there.
Yeah.
For example, this week... Oh, this is going to be so outdated by the time it comes out. We're pre-recording these episodes. And it's currently September 18th. So I'm going to talk about the Roman Empire, of course. The trend on TikTok. You might be watching this in goddamn December. I should not say goddamn in the month of Christ himself's birthday.
So yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit outdated, but...
Get over it.
I literally don't fucking care.
I am just a girl.
Just a baby. I can pay you in blocks.
So, yes, on TikTok, there's a trend going around where girls ask their boyfriends or someone asks some guy, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And most of them say, every day. And
multiple
so
times a day.
I wrote down some equivalents that women have to the Roman Empire. So the first thing that I wrote down as an equivalent is the Salem witch trials. Would you agree with that or would you disagree with that? How often do you think about the Salem witch trials?
Never.
Oh, shit. I do.
Maybe like once a year.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, I only think about once a year.
I often, at least a few times a month, think about the fact that I would have been butchered.
Actually, yeah, I guess I do think about, like...
They would have thrown me to the bottom of the river.
I do, I guess, pretty often make that comparison. Like, oh, man, I would have been killed so fast for, like, anything.
Yes.
I would have been one of those bitches in the woods, like, frolicking naked.
And they would have said, hang her.
Yeah.
Light her immediately on
Burn
fire.
her.
Yeah. So the next one, I know you don't. Okay, now that I think about it, you don't think about fucking any of these. I wrote sharks.
I do think about sharks a lot.
Okay,
It's one of my biggest fears.
Oh, see, I don't think about them from a scared standpoint.
I wish. I have a horrible fear of sharks. I, like, can't even, like, go swimming in the ocean.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for quite some time, my entire TikTok For You page was sharks. So I feel like I could be in the ocean and I could deter a shark.
The only shark TikTok I've ever had was, like, yassifying a shark. Like, and it was this person who, like, edited, like, like, boobs and, like, a, like, slim waist and, like, big lips and, like, some, like, eyeshadow. So, like, raised their cheekbones. Like, literally made the shark look like...
Slay,
that's the only shark TikTok I've ever had.
Oh, that's crazy. I see people swimming with sharks often.
Ooh. No, nightmare.
And it's like, they're not that mean.
Nightmare.
Okay, next I wrote van life.
I think I think about van life probably twice a year.
Or just, like, fucking off to a different country and starting a new life.
I think about that all the time.
But I
think
don't know
about
if that's
that
exclusive to girls.
Yeah, I think that's just an America thing.
But I've never heard a man say he wants to go to London and start a new life.
Oh, I've heard that.
I don't talk to normal men who don't talk about...
You sure don't.
Oh, God. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go listen to our last episode. It's god-awful. Okay, this is very true. Being kidnapped and or stalked.
I think this is
killed.
the best equivalent.
Or like true crime, but I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah, definitely. Because like, step outside, I'm thinking about it. Go to sleep at night. I'm thinking about it before I go to sleep.
I was just talking to Courtney. I was like, is it safe to sleep with your window open? Because this is the first time like living somewhere that isn't my hometown, that I'm on a ground floor, and I always sleep with my windows open, but like I don't know the area like that. I don't know if someone's gonna walk up and bust through my screen.
You never know.
Like in my hometown, people sleep with their doors unlocked.
Someone was just shot on Glenwood this weekend.
That's crazy and so scary. Something that I have been saying a lot, that I'm gonna do my damn hard best not to do it, is I keep saying I'm gonna buy a gun.
Yeah.
Just know
she does say that a lot.
I think it's so funny.
But the plot twist is like, I think I actually am gonna buy a gun.
So that's the thing I didn't want to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to buy a gun.
Yeah. I literally, actually want to buy a gun.
Truth be told. For circling back to our last point, being kidnapped or stalked.
I was almost kidnapped.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Where was that now that I know the area?
Crossroads. It's fucked. I can't even go try to get Taco Bell anymore.
Damn.
Can't go anywhere on my own anymore. It sucks. That's why I need a big, strong man.
Stop telling me about that. I'm so happy for you, but I'm gonna go buy a gun.
Yeah, being kidnapped, I feel like that's definitely a big one. I think that is like a very good equivalent to men thinking about the Roman Empire.
I saw someone on TikTok say John Benet Ramsey. You don't know who that is. Okay, moving on.
Never heard that in my life.
And then ferryman.
Ferryman.
Specifically Cassian for me.
Specifically Reese.
Whatever, dude. You haven't gotten to the last book yet, so you don't get to say that yet. No, you do.
You really think that I'm gonna fall for Az?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is.
Shadow Saint.
He's just a nice little sexy shadow.
Like the Lord of Bloodshed. That is someone I will be a good Christian woman for. Oh my God. I don't give up. I would never speak again if you asked me to. Lord of Bloodshed. Yeah. I'm not kidding. I would never say another word.
I think constantly about ferrymen. All the time. Because whenever I'm like sitting here, right? Like I'm sitting here in my mind and I'm like, why isn't he texting me yet? He should hear it through the bond.
It's like not even funny.
Like, he should fucking hear through the bond. He should be sending me little notes through the bond.
Like, I will be somewhere and I'm like, he should just fly here.
He should be winnowing to me now.
And if I'm not thinking about that, I'm thinking about the fact of, like, what if we are genuinely just living in a world where we don't know where the wall is yet, and we are the humans, and there are fairies out there, but we just don't know how to get there? Break that shit for me. Even if I have to go through my arc of being with Tamlin, I don't give a fuck if it means I'll end up with him. Yeah. If I get Cassian in the... Hey, I don't give a fuck if it's Cassian or Rhysand or Azriel. Hey, all three.
Hey.
And in that same breath, moving on to the next point, is how reading books has genuinely fucked my head. I'm sick in the head.
No, it's like really bad. Like, people always ask me like, oh, like you'll be like, have you read this one yet? Have you read this one yet? Like, I have to take such long breaks between books because I catch myself living in straight up delirium. Full delirium. Like, I'm sitting here like, books set up such an unrealistic expectation for a number of things. One, physical appearance.
Isn't it so shitty though that it's like women literally just read books because that's how we want to be treated by men? I've seen so many women say they stopped reading so much romance when they got into healthy relationships. And I was like, oh, this is just our fantasies.
Yeah.
And it's all coming down to like being valued and cherished. I'm gonna buy a gun.
The way that it's described about like how someone falls in love, like in books and stuff, and like how someone is like treating you, like it's like, where's that at?
I do think it has set me up for failure to a degree because I like have been out of the dating world for so long. And now that I'm trying to get back into it, I just have these book boyfriends as a standard.
You do.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
Because it's also, like, I'm not, like, okay. Like, I understand that the person I'm talking to right now is 6'4" and giant. Like, I get that. majority of the population is like 5'10".
I don't really care. I just want him to, like, a big thing for me is I have to feel protected.
Yes.
Due to daddy issues.
Valid.
So.
See, I have mommy issues, and I think I like men that make me feel protected because I like when men baby me.
I need both.
Yeah.
I've got severe both. I've just got severe issues.
Just like mad issues. Hella issues. It's the books. That's the issue.
What it was.
The issue's the books.
Genuinely, though, I think that, like, so many books have really helped me heal. Like, I've learned so much about myself through books and, like, certain ones, though, because there are some books that are just fucking toxic. But there are some authors who, like, show you the character arc of the person learning more about themselves. And I'm like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, the character development's beautiful. Delusional gym crushes. Tell me about those.
I've never had one of those. I've never had a gym crush. I've never had a crush. I've never been to the gym.
Lie. Yeah, I haven't had any, like, delusional gym crushes. Like, if I'm, like, if I'm on my period or ovulating, like, I'll look around and
there are beautiful men at the gym we go to.
Definitely. Like, I will definitely feel a little something in my yoni. Just a bit sometimes. Just sometimes. Like, I made eye contact with that, like, 40-something-year-old guy with the dark
I know exactly
hair,
who you're talking about.
Giant. I, like, looked up I was doing, like, chest press, sit up, look up, and he's like, behind me. We make eye contact in the mirror, and, like, I literally had to look away because, like, I felt a sensation inside of me. I was like,
The sensation I feel is nausea. I feel sick.
Oh, good.
Over these men.
Yeah.
It's specifically the one. It's so fucked up.
It's really bad.
You can agree?
Just, like, the chokehold that he had you on, and the way that he looks at you still.
I'll give you the story. Why don't I? So, I joined the gym back in May, right after I moved here, and immediately, I'll never forget the first time I saw him. He was just lifting there. And I was like, I don't know if you find him attractive, but I think he is so beautiful. I don't know if he'd be considered tall. I can't tell how tall he is. I'm really bad at judging people's heights. But he, like, is a larger man. Like, he's built. So beautiful. Dark hair. I just am like, you're the love of my life. And then
Does he still work there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen him working.
You're lucky. I can't get away from him. I literally go at different times every day, and I always see him every single day.
Perfect.
So yeah, it was like probably 2 weeks of me just like noticing him in the gym. I did find out that he is a trainer there, which was the bane of my existence because I could never get away from him. He was always there. And eventually it got to a point where I was like, I'm losing my mind. Actually, I think I am. And so I approached him, which was really scary.
Brave.
I just walked up to him and I complimented his tattoo, and then we talked and he was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And he acted so nervous, and we were talking for a while, and then he asked me for my name, and I'm like, okay. And then that happened, and then for like 2 weeks after that, I was deranged, and I was really, really, really not well. And he would like come up to me and say hi to me, and we would say hi to each other, and we would always look at each other. There were even times that we were there together, and you're like, he's
looking at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. There were so many times I was like, I have to go ask him out. And I just couldn't work up the courage. It just never felt right. But, like, the first time where I did approach him, it was like, I don't know. It almost felt like, don't do that. It almost felt like, maybe don't do that.
I had this visceral reaction in my body.
Yeah, so I did it anyways.
Yeah.
But I did it through Instagram, and I DM'd him. And he basically came back saying, like, oh, I'm actually talking to this girl. So out of respect for her, I'm going to have to decline. Which was a crazy way to word it now that I think about it. Because if I had a man and he said, I have a girlfriend, so just because of her, I have to decline.
Yeah, like just out of respect for her. Not because I'm not interested.
So why not just say, like, I have a girlfriend? No.
Right, like I'm talking to someone and I like her a lot.
That's crazy. And what's even crazier is after that, he started saying hi to me and, like, staring at me way more than he ever did before. He will be working out with this girl and still looking at me. It's really upsetting.
I've got trust issues.
It's so upsetting.
I have trust issues.
Because I'm just like, please stop looking at me. Because now also, even if he, I was going to say, even if he were, I'd like to think I have enough self-control. Even if he were to, like, reach out to me and be like, hey, we're not talking anymore, I'm not your second choice, bitch.
What the fuck?
You lost your chance.
Yeah.
But he did just get a haircut, and he also came in with a porn stash, and that's really rad for my health.
That is tough.
Because that's, like, I love that a lot.
Tough.
So, yeah, he was my gym crush, delusionally. And then I matched with 2 guys on Hinge from the gym, went on a date with one of them, and the other one needs to be put in jail.
I saw him the other day, and I was just like...
You can tell he's weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He would be staring at Alyson and texting her in the gym.
Maybe one day I'll work up the courage to come up to you. Don't.
Hey, don't.
Don't.
Lose my number.
Actually, don't worry about it. I'll block you.
Forget I ever existed.
And then he texted me and was like, I just have to know. Are you interested? No. I never answered. And then
I just have to know.
And then he Snapchatted me after that.
Don't you think you would know?
Hey, you, with the pointing emoji and a heart eye. You're going to jail. Don't
point at me.
You wouldn't if you dared.
Don't point at me in person. Don't point at me virtually. Honestly, chop your finger off.
I haven't seen him since, thank God.
Yeah, I thought he, like, deleted himself from the gym, but no.
He's a teacher at a high school. That's scary. He should not be allowed on kids. He should be put on a watch list.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
I was going to ask you if you have a gym crush right now, but you've got to... Well, maybe if he came to the gym.
Yeah, that pissed... No, I want people's thoughts on this because I'm skeptical now. I'm fucking sketched out. I'm sketched out. Granted, I'm sketched out about literally everything. Like, truly. Homeboy, okay? He sleeps at my place with me all the time. We're only talking to each other. He lives, like, an hour away, right? So, like, he's staying here and he's like... I only want to stay if I can, like, work out somewhere in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, just come. I'm going to the gym in the morning. Come with me. He's like, no, I'm going to go to O2. Why?
And I was like, hell.
And I'm going to get a gun. No, I was like, why wouldn't you just come to my gym with me? Like, why wouldn't you just come to my gym with me? I have free gas passes forever. It's included in my, like, just come. He's like, nah, I don't fuck with, I don't want to go there. I'm like, have you ever been? No. All right, so who are you trying to avoid at that gym with us together?
I didn't think about, oh my God, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I'm over here, I'm like, that's the first place my brain went. I was like, oh, he's got someone out. He's got someone out.
Which might make sense due to the fact of stories, Instagram stories via Instagram stories.
I'm sure there's plenty of hoes.
Yeah, but if they follow you, they gotta be around here, so they are very likely to go to Crunch.
I'm sure a lot of people in Raleigh that he has matched with probably also have some kind of knowledge of me.
And if you're watching right now, come to the front.
Let yourself be known. Let me know. Be a girl's girl. Please. Just ease my mind.
Like,
who knows? By the time we drop this episode, he might be expired.
Expired is crazy. Expired is crazy.
Yeah, I have mad trust issues.
Fair.
But I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to not assume that he is a lying slut.
Hey man,
what can you do? What can you do? Should we actually ask each other some of these questions?
Okay, we're gonna ask each other some of these questions.
Let's do Would You Rather.
Okay.
This first
Not
one.
that one though.
Okay,
oh, perfect.
Are we gonna get
that's
another
it.
question?
Perfect, that's the only one.
Oh.
Would you rather caress someone of the opposite sex or be caressed by someone of the opposite sex? I don't fucking care, dude. I'm deprived of physical touch.
I think I'd rather be caressed.
Dude, I just need a hug.
Define caress. Be able to read the minds of all men or be able to read the minds of all women.
I think women can already read each other's minds.
Yeah, I would rather read the minds of men.
And then take them down one by one.
Jail.
Death. Guillotine.
burning.
Yeah.
What is your idea of a perfect life?
Homestead, preferably not having to work. Oh, I got a lot of ideas of perfect life. I'd love to
I have different lives that I imagine.
Yes, like one, I want to be like a hockey wife or football wife. Hockey, though, preferably. NHL hockey wife. Give me that. Another one, I'd love to be a homestead woman with like a cowboy. Or he doesn't have to be a cowboy. He can be whatever he wants.
But he wears a cowboy hat sometimes.
Sure does.
Yeah.
And it's just me and my it's just me and my animals, and I grow my own food. Cool. Another version of me probably lives in like London. Yeah. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Forget it.
Fuck you.
What about you?
My perfect life. I work because I want to, not because I have to.
Heard.
I probably have my own reality show, and that's probably my work. It's just like being followed with a camera. Super sexy, loving partner, and can talk to me through our mating bond. Yes. And does all the time because he's obsessed with me, and he loves me so much.
And he would kill someone for me. And has, actually.
He's gone to war over me.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. It's very minimum. Come on, men.
Yeah, what the fuck, men? Where are all my alpha males at? I probably live on a body of water. I'm a big lake girl. I'd love to, like, have a boat.
Yes, I agree with that.
I want a boat that I can just, like, hop on and... But I have, like, a boat driver, so I can just, like, lay.
Oh, duh.
I also probably have, like, one kid, but I have, like, a full nanny staff. Okay. So that I don't have to, like, do the most all the time. But, like, I'm very involved and present and
I would expect
not traumatizing my kid, obviously, from, like, neglect. None of that. But, like, you know, I'm gonna still live my life. I will never be one of those moms that's, like, that's my whole role now. Like, that would never be me. What's your guilty pleasure?
Toxic romances.
Ooh.
Novels, movies.
Yeah.
Toxic.
I think my guilty pleasure is Mexican food.
Would you rather have stretchable legs or stretchable arms?
I think stretchable arms. Imagine like you like when you're bed rotting, you're like, oh, I need to turn that off. Reach over.
You could do that with your feet.
I can't like grab stuff with my feet like that though.
I'm sure if they were stretchable, you could.
Does the stretchable legs include stretchable toes?
You could figure that out. Cause
I'm like
I feel
Elastigirl.
If you're think about this, you're at a concert, need to be taller. You can see. People are pissing you off. Kick far.
Kick very far. Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people? Be alone.
Annoying could be taken out of that, and I would still choose to be alone. I would still choose to be alone.
Would you rather play a villain in a movie or play a hero in a movie?
Villain. Oh. I've actually never seen a superhero movie in my life, so I can't tell you.
What the fuck?
I don't know what you want.
Alright. Do you see the way I have to, like...
Okay, well, I'll just clear the R. I'll
clear the R.
I've never seen a superhero movie. I've never seen the Titanic. I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never seen Twilight. I've never seen Star Wars. And I've never seen anything else.
You're such an Aquarius. Like...
That's a lot of time. And I'll watch a movie if someone puts it on, but I'm not putting a movie on myself because, one, I can't make up my goddamn mind to choose which one to watch. Two, as soon as I sit down, I pick up my phone and put it on, and then I realize I missed half the movie. But if I'm with someone, I put my phone down.
No, I get that.
Okay.
I'm pretty bad about it, too. I feel like I was so depressed for so long in my life that the TV was always on. Now it's never on.
I watched a lot of YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
Because I
did too.
That made me feel like this is more depressing, I would argue. Because that's real people, and I felt like they were my friends. And that started at a very young age.
We're besties. Yeah.
Yes.
But I think I would rather play a villain in a movie because they always are, like, more powerful and, like, sexy.
They'd both be so fun, though.
They've got, totally. Like, either way, put me in a movie. Just regardless. Hero, villain, I'll be the fucking
start auditioning
ghost.
For movies.
Should we just, like, show up to auditions sometimes?
Or even just send in auditions.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
The last thing we're going to talk about is our biggest fears.
Sharks. Like, getting eaten by a shark. Honestly, the ocean in general, like, jellyfish, sharks, killer whales, mermaids, Atlantis. All of that makes me super anxious and scared.
Mine is zombies. the zombie apocalypse. I've never been able. I want to watch.
That's so scary.
I want to watch The Last of Us so bad because I've heard it's so good, but I cannot.
It's scary.
I've never been able to watch Walking Dead. Like,
Really?
I cannot watch
Walking Dead is
anything-
just the same thing every other episode.
But
though.
I can't watch anything with zombies in it because I will fucking panic.
That's so
I have
interesting.
had a plan for the apocalypse my whole life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my plan is just kill myself.
See, but I am too much of, like, I can't do that to my family. So
Yeah.
I've literally even thought about it now. I'm like, I have to pack my car immediately and drive up to Pennsylvania.
Wow. You're
If it was
so
just
much
me,
more
I would.
selfless than me. See, I'm the baby of the family. Like, I would drag you guys down.
I am the baby, but I'm like...
No, like, emotionally, I'm the baby.
Oh.
I mean, and in age as well. But, like, I am a fucking princess. Like, I'm always like, Dad, help. Like, with every little minor... I literally had you come over to put my dresser together.
I think having a dad helps.
Yeah. I would say, yeah.
Because if I had an active father, I would let him take on the role of the protector in an apocalypse.
Yeah.
The zombie apocalypse is my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Or just, like, the end of the world if it's not quick.
I also get really scared of, like, being stalked.
Oh, me
Like,
too,
I think about it a lot, honestly. Like, because, like, you know, like, you and I both, like, I mean, you have a larger following than I, but, like, we're both pretty out there on socials. And I'm like, I feel like it would be really easy. The place that I work is very public information.
That's true. Yeah, that shit's scary. That's why I'm, like, afraid to sleep with my window open.
I know.
Because I'm like, if someone followed me home one day.
I know.
But that is the
that's
one
a big
comfort I have in living with a straight man.
Yeah, that's so true.
Not that I would ever, like, I was
But, like, if you just, like, yelped really loud.
But
like,
here's the thing. I wouldn't. I was thinking about this last night. Maybe in no, I've been in life or death situations, and girl, I'm not screaming. Like, last night I was thinking about this because I want to sleep with my window open. We've been over this. I was like, damn, if someone were to break in, I wouldn't do a damn thing. I would fight the person, and if he hopefully heard the fighting sounds, but I'm not screaming for help.
oh God, I'm asking for help immediately. I'm helpless. I'm fucking helpless. I do have a golf club that, like, I'll swing or something.
Hey, I have a gun. I don't yet. I would love to get a gun for that purpose.
Women should have guns, and men shouldn't be allowed to get guns.
I think women should have guns and men should go extinct.
I think men should be locked away in cages.
Straight jackets as well.
Thinking myself to death, like, and I'm gonna elaborate on that, but, like,
Please
I
do.
am fully convinced that if I'm convinced that I can just, like, make myself die.
I know what you mean.
Like, I'm really convinced that if I just was like, all right, it's happening now. Like, it would happen.
I will say
It's a lot of
it
work.
won't. Because here's the thing, I have tried that before when I was little. I remember laying in bed being like, I shouldn't say that. Hey, I shouldn't say that.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Hey, I'm doing
Yeah.
good. I'm good, girl. Why are you asking?
Look how far she's come.
I'm happy here.
Yeah, but that I do have a fear that I could do that, or like that I'll like get stuck,
being kidnapped. But here's the thing, like, you're not getting me anywhere.
getting trafficked.
Listen, girls, if you're ever in a situation where a man is trying to kidnap you or something, act in fucking sane. They're not, I mean, just put up a fight, obviously.
I was being chased in a car. Like this car, like it was this empty ass fucking shopping center, and this car is fucking trying to corner on me, like taking every turn I'm taking, like fucking following me. And like finally, like I was like cornered, and I rolled down my window and I was like, "What do you want?" And I slammed down on the horn and I held that shit down. Like I don't know what else to do. He drove away. He was like,
Yeah.
like, don't fucking follow me.
Also, I'm going to start training jiu-jitsu just so I can have that. I think that's like a sport where it's not like boxing, because it's like if someone's twice your size, boxing isn't going to help that much.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu's like the underdog sport.
Yeah.
But act insane. Like, I'm not kidding. This is some tips. Gouge your thumbs into their eye sockets. That's number one. Pinch in the pits of their elbow, at their groin, their armpits, like inner bicep. That's really sensitive. Pinch there. I'm going to give you some self-defense.
I'm learning.
Self-defense. The palm of your hand, the thumb bone almost up into their nose, just as hard as you can up. That will go forward with killing someone. But if you're in that situation, go for it. If you have to punch someone, do it with the knuckles of your index finger and your middle finger, because these are connected to the bones in your arm. If you do it with the pinky finger and the ring finger, that's going to break your hand.
Yeah.
If they have you in a chokehold, donkey kick them as hard as you can in the shins or the heel of your foot to the top of their foot. Scream that there's a fire, because people don't give a fuck if there's anything else but a fire. Or act insane.
Bomb!
Bend over backwards. Start, like, drooling at the mouth. Like, act like there's a demon inside. Literally. You think someone's gonna keep going? Like, you think someone's gonna keep going? Seriously. You think people they're gonna leave you alone if you act
What if I
like
just looked
that?
at them and I was like, it's happening! It's happening!
Like, I think that is, yeah. That's just a great option. Or just be like,
you're gonna wish you didn't do that.
wrong fucking person.
Yeah.
I have a gun. I will shoot you and, like, bleed you dry and I won't care. Like, say some scary shit. And obviously, I know when you're in the moment, it's like, you don't think about that. But
Yeah.
do whatever you can and then run. Like, if they want your money, throw that shit in the opposite direction and run. If they
Make a lot of noise.
If they get in the car with you, crash that bitch. Get out and run. Like, do not let them get you somewhere else. That's my tips for the day.
I love it. You need to stop walking alone so much.
See, that's the thing. I know I've had to learn these things because I do so much alone.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten better not walking alone at night.
Yeah.
I really used to do that all the time.
That's crazy. I'm just I'm a scared girl, honestly.
But also, I would always, like, go and when I did walk alone at night, I'd put a beanie on, I'd put my hood up, I'd wear baggy sweatpants. I'm also not a petite, frail little thing.
Yeah, you're strong as fuck. You should see the difference in weights that we use at the gym is crazy. I'll be like, yeah, let me strip all 4 plates off of this. Hey, just the bar for me. Like,
hey, that's fine.
1 plate.
Anyways, I think we're gonna end this.
Yeah, I think
here.
that's a good ending point. Yeah.
Comment down below what your fears are. Follow us on Instagram, the Alyson LaRue, ALYSON. Don't get it twisted.
Courtney_cab, like taxi cab.
Hell yes. And do you think we're gonna make an Instagram account for this podcast? Do we have one already?
We do.
Hey, by the way, we have one.
We have one.
So that's good. If you're listening on Spotify and Apple, leave a 5-star rating. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, thumbs up, comment. Like and thumbs up are going to go ahead and be the same thing, but do it twice.
Scream,
for good measure.
cry, come, what?
Hey!
Oh.
Okay, friends. Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye. Love you. Mwah.